This woman goes running to the other women there, telling them that they are going to call them. She says that they took too long with their resumes. One of the applicants doesn't even understand what the delay is all about. And the first woman says that that position is only for one of them, making all of them giggle embarrassed. Soon after, a man approaches them greeting them. He apologizes for the inconvenience, but wanted to know if they are serving in that establishment. Then the first candidate answers that the garbage dump is not there, saying that there is no place for it and telling the man to leave. The man explains that the girl doesn't understand, and he just wants to know if they are being well attended. But the girl replies that this is none of his business, that he doesn't even know the people who are serving in the establishment. He apologizes again, wanting to know if the employees have already left to attend to the candidates. The second candidate speaks up, saying that the man seems crazy, that he looks like an illiterate, he can't even read or write. Then she says she doesn't know why he is wasting his time, and the first candidate laughs, claiming that the man has no common sense, so she tells him to hurry up and leave that place. She says that besides being illiterate, he is also dumb and deaf, because she is telling him to leave and he won't come out, and she asks for what reason. The woman also asks if he is a partner or employee of the company to be there, wanting to know what they are or are not doing. The man apologizes, claiming that his intention was not to bother them, but the woman ignores him, talking to the girls and pretending that the man is not even there. The man accuses them of not being polite and is disappointed. However, one of the female candidates apologizes for the treatment he received, claiming that the other women are still young and not mature enough. She says that he seems very humble and very nice. The man replies to the girl that he just wanted to know if they were being well taken care of. Then another candidate interrupts their conversation, claiming that it doesn't matter to them whether they are being well attended or not. And she also says that if he's not going to help them at all, he should stop harassing them, adding that he is the one who needs to be attended to, because of the old and ugly clothes he is wearing, an old shoe and torn pants. The woman says that he shouldn't even go near them, because they are women of another level, so she tells him to get out of there. Then she turns to the hot candidate, wanting to know why she is defending that man. She says that they are there to look for a decent job, and not to stop talking to people like that man. The nice girl accuses the candidate of not being an educated person, but the woman says that education is what the girl lacks. Then she joins the other three candidates, wanting to ignore the man and the girl, because according to her, they shouldn't talk to that kind of people. The man takes a deep breath before leaving that place. He is totally disappointed. He cannot understand. He treated those girls very well, and yet he was reciprocated with arrogance, and so he thinks it is difficult to deal with human beings. The women had no education at all, and he can't understand how all this happened. In another place, the manager is talking to two employees, claiming that he gathered them there at the request of the boss, who asked him to give a bonus to the two employees. He gives the first bonus to the first employee, who immediately thanks him, not failing to show how happy he is for that, because it will help a lot in the situation he is going through. He praises the boss, saying that he is to be congratulated, because he is always surprising, and he is very happy for that. Those women are from a distance watching everything, giggling as they think about the money. The second candidate just hopes that they will put her in a position up to her standards, because according to her, she didn't go to that company to be a cleaning lady, claiming that her level is much higher than that. And the first candidate takes the opportunity to remind her that she didn't finish her studies. The second candidate says that with the body she has, she can get in and out anywhere, and she doesn't need any studies for that, and that she is very capable and educated, everything a company needs. She says that everything she has is what the first candidate lacks. Meanwhile, the manager is talking to the same employees, claiming that their boss is really a very good person, who thinks about his fellow man and a way to help them. Then he hands the bonus to the other employee, saying that he is always cheerful and smiling inside the company. This employee also thanks for the bonus, very happy for that gift. The two employees talk to each other, where one of them comments that the company they work for is very good, and the colleague agrees with him, claiming that as soon as he put his resume in this company, he was called right away. He explains that he took his tests and the evaluator liked it very much, and the employee agrees. They are quite happy about it, because they already work in a good company, earn a good salary, and the company is so good that it even gives a bonus for the end of the year. The candidates are still talking, when one of them says that she is sure that she will get the job. This makes the first candidate giggle, saying that they will see if it is really true. Nearby, they watch two co-workers talking as they walk, but then the manager approaches them, saying that he has been waiting for them both. The manager says that it is good to see them there, and believes that after the news he will give them, the two will be even happier. Then he tells them that the boss has sent them a bonus, because of the incredible work they have done in the company. He hands out the bonuses to each of them. The employee can't hide his happiness, because he really needed that money, and thanks him for the bonus. And his colleague does the same when thanking him, both of them very happy for that money. The employee talks again about how much he needed it, and his friend jokes that his wife will use the money to go to the salon. Then the employee thanks the manager for the bonus, and tells him to thank the boss on their behalf. And the candidates, who were observing everything, begin to comment on what they were seeing. They start making fun of the security guard and the janitor, claiming that they also received the bonus. The second candidate says that if the company continues like this, it will go bankrupt. The first candidate thinks that the woman shouldn't talk like that about those people. She thinks that they are not receiving a bonus, but that they are being fired from the company. The two employees, oblivious to that conversation, thank the manager once again and go to work soon after, while the manager encourages them with words. The second candidate continues to insist that the employees did receive bonuses, and were not fired, because she saw when the manager handed over the money, she is sure that the manager's job is hers. But the third candidate tells her to stop talking, because the job will be hers and no one else's. Then they face the last candidate, asking her if she thinks she has any chance in that company, and the woman just replies that she is there to do her best and that if the position is to be hers, it will be hers. She also scolds the candidates, saying that they should not talk badly about people in this way, because if the employees are getting bonuses, it is because they deserve it. They get bonuses for this, and the girls make fun of them. The three of them laugh at her. Then the manager appears and greets the four women and apologizes for making them wait so long. He explains that they have all been evaluated, that their evaluation started from the beginning, but only one of the applicants was chosen to do the interview with the head of the company. They are surprised and outraged by this, because they could not imagine that only one would be chosen for the interview. The manager explains that he is just following orders, so he is saying what his boss asked him to say, and only one of them will come in for the interview. The first three start talking at the same time, each of them saying that she was chosen, while the other candidate just stays behind in silence. He then says that the boss asked to choose the last candidate in the line, and the other three are outraged, thinking it absurd that they were not chosen by the company boss. The manager nevertheless asks the other applicants to wait, because the boss will appear in a few minutes to meet the women. Then he invites the chosen applicant to come in for her interview. The three who were left behind begin to imagine that because they stayed there, they will receive better positions, which is why they didn't go together with the other candidate. The third candidate agrees, thinking that they will receive a much higher position in the company, and the second candidate has no doubt about it. The third candidate reveals that she was a little insecure when the manager called the other woman. The first candidate says that if she is insecure, it is because the job is not for her. A few moments later, the boss appears at the door and greets the candidates, apologizes for making them wait, and claims that he has some news for them. The women seem quite anxious for the news he is about to give them, and the boss doesn't lower his head, claiming that he is sorry to inform them, but none of the three are qualified to work for his company. He thanks them for showing up, but says that they can leave now. One of the candidates says that she knows the other two are not qualified for the job, but she certainly is. The second one tells her to be quiet, claiming to be sure that she is more qualified than all the others. Very patiently, the boss says that he doesn't know if they misunderstood, but none of the three are qualified for the position and for the company. He claims that he doesn't know if they remember him, but a few minutes ago he was in that same place, wearing simpler clothes than he usually does, but now that he is well dressed, the three women don't notice anything. Only then do they remember that he was the same man who tried to talk to them. The man repeats that they are not the kind of people he wants working in his company. He thanks them for being there, that he just wishes them good luck, but in his company they were disqualified. One of the candidates doesn't lower her head, saying that he can keep the company, because she will surely find something better, and then leave. The boss just wishes them good luck, and enters the establishment, and the two other candidates leave, but saying that they will find something better. In this story we can see that the arrogance of these women cost them dearly. And trying to make someone feel bad can even do us good, but only for a few moments. If you want to succeed in life, remember, humility is the key.